Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to HW News Network. We have been delivering the counting day updates to you since morning and at about 1:20 right now. And we have uh, a sort of clear picture here. Congress is now leading the tally with 133 seats. Congress is leading on 133 seats. That is more than what it required to form a government in the state. 113 is the halfway mark. So Congress needed 114 seats to form a government in the state of Karnataka. But now it has 20 more seats as per the leads. And if these leads turn into the final result, then Congress has a very convenient way to form a government in the state without the help of the JDS and possibly without the fear of MLAs, being poached. On the other hand, BJP is at 65 and JDS is leading on only 22 seats. Other candidates are leading on 4 seats. Some very important updates that are coming in. As we told you in the morning, tomorrow Congress has called for a meeting of all the winning MLAs in Bengaluru. So they have been called in Bengaluru by today evening itself. And tomorrow there will be a meeting between the two. DK Shivakumar has almost won Kanakpura. There are total 22 rounds of counting, but by the end of 11th round of counting, if we see the numbers, then DK Shivakumar has polled almost more than 70,000 votes, and his rival has polled 12,000 votes. So almost as if he has accepted his victory, and he went to a temple. In fact, he broke down on a live camera and spoke to media about it. Siddharamaiah is also now speaking to the media. On the other hand, Basavaraj Bommai, the chief minister of Karnataka from the BJP, has said that he accepts the verdict of the people. And now he said the party, the BJP, will work towards Lok Sabha election. So it looks like the BJP has sort of accepted that it has been defeated in Karnataka by the Congress party. We are joined by my colleagues. Sonu Kanoja is there, and Vinay is also there with us, and our managing editor, Mr. Sujit Nar, is there. Sujit, let me first come to you. You watched DK Shivakumar break down live on television. He also said that Sonia Gandhi came to meet him in Tihar jail. What do you think about these optics? He has won Kanakpura for the record times.
Arti, you do not remember people who come for your wedding, but you remember people who come for funerals. So the fact is, Sonia Gandhi going to Tihar jail to meet him was a highlight, and I'm sure he was emotionally moved by that. Number one. Number two is I think DK Shivkumar is the epitome of what you say. I mean, he has ED raids. He has got IT notices, notice after notice, but yet he stood by what he believed. He stood by his party. He stood by his ideology. He fought elections and fought and how. In fact, this election management and funding everything was DK Shivkumar. So fought brilliantly. I think that day when Sonia Gandhi met him in Tihar jail, I think he had sworn to himself that he will hand over Karnataka seat back to Sonia Gandhi, Karnataka, government back to Sonia Gandhi, and that is what he did. I think he was moved because he was one man who suffered the most in Karnataka, the most from all angles, central agencies and whatever. He was the person who was also offered the most, according to him, allegedly, what he says. Whether it is true or false, we don't know. But what he says is he was offered the deputy CM post, while he was being interrogated and all of that. So the point is, he didn't give in to any lures. He didn't give in to any this thing. He pressure tactics. He stood by the government. And I think the man deserves to be the rock star of the day today. I guess, no doubt about it. Fantastic.
डेफिनेटली सोनू, अगर हम अभी के सिचुएशन की बात करें तो कांग्रेस जो है यहाँ पे 133 सीट पे जो है वो आगे चल रही है, बीजेपी 65 सीट पे आगे चल रही है, जेडीएस 22 सीट पे आगे चल रही है, और अदर पार्टीज जो है जिसमें जनार्दन रेड्डी की भी पार्टी आती है, वो खुद उस पार्टी से कंटेस्ट किया है उन्होंने इलेक्शन और वो जीत गए हैं। उनको बीजेपी ने टिकट नहीं दिया था तो उन्होंने बीजेपी छोड़ के जो है इंडिपेंडेंट कंटेस्ट किया था, अपनी खुद की पार्टी बना के उस पार्टी से उन्होंने कंटेस्ट किया था, वो भी जीत गए हैं। लेकिन अगर हम इस चुनाव के ये जो लीड ट्वीट्स देखे और एक अपडेट आ रही है कि जो HD कुमार स्वामी है उन्होंने भी अपनी डिफीट कंसीड कर चुके हैं। और दूसरी बात है कि सोर्सेस के मुताबिक जो चीफ मिनिस्टर बसवराज बोम्मई है वो आज रात को रिजाइन भी कर सकते हैं। उन्होंने भी ये जो वर्डिक्ट है वो एक्सेप्ट कर लिया है। तो क्या हम मान सकते हैं कि बीजेपी ने जो है वो अपनी पूरी तरीके से यहाँ पे जो है वो कंसीड कर चुके हैं और ऑपरेशन लोटस की तो यहाँ पे कोई पॉसिबिलिटी अभी नजर नहीं आ रही है?
आरती देखो, ये जो चुनाव के नतीजा है ये बीजेपी के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा झटका है। बीजेपी जो पिछले कुछ चुनाव के जीत के बाद एक तरह से आसमान में थी, अब इस चुनाव के नतीजे ने कहीं ना कहीं बीजेपी को जो है जमीन पर लाकर गिरा दिया है। बीजेपी को पहले ऐसा लगा था कि कर्नाटक में वो एग्रेसिव कैंपेन करेगी और कम्युनलिज्म को जो है वो बढ़ावा देकर जो है वो एक बार फिर से जीत हासिल कर सकती है। लेकिन इस चुनाव में बीजेपी की जिस तरह से हार हुई है उसके बाद बीजेपी को मुझे लगता है कि जो साउथ इंडिया के स्टेट्स हैं उनके लिए एक अलग से रणनीति बनानी होगी, जहां पर जो कम्युनल पॉलिटिक्स है वो नहीं चल रही है। और दूसरी बात इन लीडर्स के एक्सेप्ट करने की, ये नंबर्स ही बता रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस जो है वो जीत चुकी है। कांग्रेस को अभी अपना अलायंस ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं है। कांग्रेस अकेले अपने दम पर यहाँ पर सरकार बना रही है। तो जेडीएस हो, बीजेपी हो या कोई भी हो, अब उसे हार तो माननी ही होगी। और बसवराज बोम्मई की अगर बात करें तो मुझे लगता है कि आज रात को इस्तीफा देने के बदले अगर बसवराज बोम्मई जो है वो पहले इस्तीफा देते तो शायद से जो बीजेपी है उसका हाल इस स्टेट में, कर्नाटक में, इतना बुरा नहीं होता। अब इस हार को आप देखेंगे तो ये हार जो है बीजेपी की, ये अब आने वाले दिनों में हो सकता है कि एक ट्रेंड सेट कर ले कि जो कम्युनल पॉलिटिक्स है वो इंडिया में नहीं चलेगी। साउथ इंडियन स्टेट्स की हम बात कर लें तो साउथ इंडियन स्टेट्स में जो बीजेपी है उसका वजूद कहीं पर भी अब दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है। बीजेपी साउथ इंडियन स्टेट से गायब हो गई है। केरला से लेकर कर्नाटक तक अगर देख लिया जाए तो यहाँ पर बीजेपी नहीं है। कांग्रेस ने वापसी की है और कांग्रेस के अंदर अब एक कहीं ना कहीं जोश दिखाई दे रहा है, जिसके चलते कांग्रेस जो है वो आने वाले आगे चुनाव में हो सकता है कि और भी अच्छा परफॉर्म करे। तो ये जो चुनाव का नतीजा आया है ये कहीं ना कहीं मैसेज जो है वो सत्ताधारी बीजेपी को दे रहा है कि आपको अब पॉलिटिक्स जो है वो असल मुद्दे पर करना होगा। अगर आप असल मुद्दे पर नहीं करते हैं पॉलिटिक्स तो जो डेक्कन रेंज वाले जो भी स्टेट्स हैं जिसमें महाराष्ट्र भी आ जाता है तो उस स्टेट में भी आपको जो है खामियाजा भुगतना पड़ सकता है। जो एंटी इनकम्बेंसी, जो एक नाराजगी और जो एक पुरानी सरकार के लिए जो सेंटिमेंट हमें कर्नाटक में दिखाई दिया, उसी तरह से महाराष्ट्र में भी हालात बनते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। उद्धव ठाकरे के पास सेंटिमेंट है। तो अब अगर देख लिया जाए तो ये हार जो है ये हो सकता है कि आने वाले जो दूसरे राज्य हैं उनमें भी हमें देखने मिले और हो सकता है कि बीजेपी के लिए अच्छी खबर ना आए। और दूसरी बात, अगर पूरा का पूरा हमारे देश का मैप देखें तो बीजेपी जो है इंडिपेंडेंट अकेले अपने दम पर जो है अब ज्यादा राज्य में नहीं है। तो ये भी बीजेपी को एक सोचने की जरूरत है। आरती, यू आर नॉट ऑडिबल।
हेलो।
yes, you
Yes.
are.
I was saying, if we could go to Vinay and Vinay could give us some data regarding this, what are the states where BJP is still in power and what are the states? Because South India has always been a sort of a distant dream for the BJP. Karnataka was the only state where BJP had its own majority government, or the government where BJP was in majority. What do you think about this? From South India, now almost it is like BJP is nowhere to be seen in South India with respect to the government or elections, but vis-a-vis compare it to the North India.
सबसे पहले यहाँ पर अभी जैसे जो रुझान है वो काफी ज्यादा स्पष्ट हो गए हैं। यहाँ पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी की जो सरकार है वो जा चुकी है, ऐसा दिखाई दे रहा है। कर्नाटक से कांग्रेस पार्टी की वापसी हुई है और एक ट्रेंड चल रहा है सोशल मीडिया पर, वह यह है कि बीजेपी मुक्त दक्षिण भारत। लेकिन आरती, यहाँ पर मैं कुछ जो तथ्य हैं, जो फैक्ट्स हैं वो रखना चाहूंगा कि इस तरीके से अगर इसको ढोल बजा के इस तरह से कहना भी थोड़ा उचित नहीं होगा, क्योंकि अगर आप पिछले विधानसभा चुनाव जो कर्नाटक में हुए थे उसके जो रिजल्ट्स देखें, उसमें जो वोट शेयर देखे भारतीय जनता पार्टी का, वो और इस बार जितना भारतीय जनता पार्टी को वोट शेयर है 1% का भी शायद उसमें फर्क रहा हो। सबसे ज्यादा नुकसान इस बार कर्नाटक में किसी को हुआ है तो वो वह पार्टी है जिसको पिछले चुनाव में सबसे ज्यादा फायदा हो गया था। सबसे छोटी पार्टी होने के बावजूद जो उसके नेता हैं एचडी कुमारस्वामी, वो मुख्यमंत्री बने। लेकिन सबसे ज्यादा नुकसान अगर किसी पार्टी को होता हुआ दिखाई दे रहा है तो वह भी एचडी कुमारस्वामी की पार्टी को ही होता हुआ दिखाई दे रहा है। पिछली बार जो उनका वोट शेयर अगर उसकी बात की जाए तो वहां पर उनका जो वोट शेयर था और इस बार उनका वोट शेयर जो है उसमें बहुत ही ज्यादा मतलब अंतर दिखाई दे रहा है। पिछली बार 18% वोट शेयर रहा था जेडीएस का, लेकिन इस बार अगर हम रिजल्ट रुझान जो देखे उसमें तो वो 13% के आसपास नजर आता हुआ दिखाई दे रहा है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी पिछले बार भी उसको 35% ही वोट मिले थे, इस बार भी उतने ही वोट शेयर उनके नजर आ रहे हैं। तो अगर एकमात्र राज्य था दक्षिण भारत का जहां पर कर्नाटक की बीजेपी की सरकार थी कर्नाटक में, अब ऐसा कोई राज्य नहीं है जहां पर बीजेपी की सरकार है। लेकिन बीजेपी की जो पहुंच है, जो पैठ है, वो दक्षिण भारत से कम हुई है, ऐसा पूरी तरह से नहीं कहा जा सकता। आरती,
again, there is an
Yes.
audio issue. Sorry.
Yes. So what do you think about this? Do you think that South India is rejecting Bharatiya Janata Party, or is it just an exception? Is it just Karnataka?
No, it is not. Aarti, I'm categorically sure that Maharashtra downwards is not going to accept Bharatiya Janata Party if they are going to come back with the communal proposition. Communal proposition is something that South India has rejected. Communal proposition, when I say South India, I again say it is Maharashtra downwards. I say they have rejected. That's my point number one. My point number two, you see, this coercing techniques, techniques where you break people, you use ED, you use IT, you use central agencies, you put people behind bars. You see, DK Shivakumar is a story now. DK Shivakumar is going to be that hero who has faced all this and who still fought for that same party, who still made that party win. So things are changing. DK Shivakumar represents something. DK Shivakumar represents the fact that, coercion cannot win you election. Once, yes. Twice, yes. But all the time, no. And possibly now is the time that people will say no to it. Because even people are not willing to accept it. You see, you just made a statement, Aarti. I'll take one more minute. You just made a statement where you said that now it looks like Congress can comfortably make the government. No, it doesn't look like Congress can comfortably make the government. They will make the government like what Trinamool Congress did. They made the government. Look at what is happening to Trinamool Congress. Look at what is happening to Arvind Kejriwal. That is all, or that is also going to happen to Congress. Again, I'm sure a lot of notices and raids and all of that is going to happen in Karnataka. All of this is going to happen. So no, it's not going to be a peaceful march from here. In fact, it is the beginning of a new trouble for Congress or any party which is not Bharatiya Janata Party. So everything will be smooth only if Bharatiya Janata Party wins. Otherwise, we are bound to see problems happening in the state. And this is what people are rejecting. So communalism and coercion, both these issues people are rejecting, and one has to wait when this sentiment reaches the north. Once it reaches the north, then things are different. Either BJP has to reinvent itself, or BJP may have problems. Aarti.
We have Tarun sir with us. Tarun sir, everybody is talking about DK Shivakumar today at this moment. Do you think DK Shivakumar is the man of the moment for Karnataka victory of the Congress party?
I think I completely agree with what Sujit has said. I think the next 2 years till 24, it'll be the turn of all the politicians who are able to manage the onslaught of everything. I think DK Shivakumar symbolizes that. He symbolizes the fact that You have to stand your ground and fight your battles. And I think he's shown it brilliantly. He's had a tough time. He's gone to jail. I think you don't want to be in his place. He's come out a winner, and I think he's learned a lot of tricks now, and he's going to be a lot more careful dealing with his people. But I tell you what, Aarti, in the middle of all these conversations, I've been watching all the results from morning. India now has two very clear narratives, and I think that we need to all clearly understand. There is a narrative that has been created by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and there's a narrative created by the Congress. Then there are people aligned to this philosophy, and then there are people aligned to that philosophy. The BJP philosophy of running the country and the way it operates has been very clearly rejected in Karnataka, and that is the core of all conversations. Now, because the campaign was led by Mr. Modi himself, it was not led by anyone else. It was led by him himself. Last 15 days, he did road shows, he did campaigns, he did the Bajrang Dal thing, he did everything that needed to define the narrative for Karnataka. And the people of Karnataka said, no, we don't want this. It is very as clear as that. This is not complicated. And going forward, I pray that more people realize what Karnataka has realized. And Karnataka, unlike, let me tell you, Karnataka, Hyderabad, Telangana are extremely cosmopolitan states. Go to Mysore, such a cosmopolitan. That used to be the god of BJP. BJP's got the biggest hurt in Mysore. I still remember people told Rahul Gandhi not to walk in Mysore for the Bharat Jodo Yatra. I still remember they had stopped the Yatra for 2 days in Mysore for security reasons. All that, you should not forget all these things. These are all the little dots have joined and made this line. This line is not drawn overnight. It has not happened in the last 15 days. It's happened over the last 1 year. DK going to jail, DK coming out of jail. It's been very tough. You're fighting a big battle.
Definitely. We are talking also about whether South India is rejecting BJP. What do you think about that? Is the
There is no
entire
BJP in South India. Karnataka was the only state where there was BJP. You can throw all the numbers in the world, but reality is that seats count. Correct? That way, even in Maharashtra, Congress has got a great vote share. Where are the seats? Correct? So I'm not a great fan of vote share. I personally believe finally you have to have people in the assembly. That is what matters. And in South, they don't have enough people in any of the assemblies nor in the parliament. So there is no BJP in the South. I don't see them coming in Telangana. Telangana is Congress KCR. Andhra, if they tie up with Naidu, then I don't know. Tamil Nadu, there's no BJP. Karnataka, there was BJP, it is gone. Kerala, definitely there won't be BJP. Goa, there is a BJP, but we all know how it was formed. So it's a matter of time that Goa will get resolved. But I don't see,
So just sir, what?
Sorry. I just wanted to make one statement. RTC, this concept of vote share, okay, it's very interesting. See, vote share doesn't necessarily tell you that that is the most popular party in the state. That is a very wrong notion that is being created. Vote share tells you that that particular party has got strong constituencies. Like I told Sonu earlier on, vote share kya hota hai? What is vote share? Vote share is when if your number of seats are less and your vote share is high, means the people who have won their seats have won with a better margin. And if your number of seats are less and the number of seats are high and the vote share is less, which means that there are more number of people, but they have won with lesser margin. That is the correlation between vote share and number of seats. Now, what does vote share say? Vote share does not say that you are popular in the state. Vote share says that whichever areas that you are popular in, which means the constituencies that you won in, you are very strong in that constituency. That is what a vote share says. So that is the first point I wanted to make it clear, both for our audience and for all of us. Yes, Aarti, you are asking. I'm sorry.
Right. I was asking, since Karnataka, BJP has been defeated in Karnataka. We are talking about how BJP is not there in any of the South Indian states. Do you think this will have an impact on 2024 elections as well?
See, the question is to me or Tarun or Sonu?
For you.
Am I me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. See, I'll tell you what. 2024, let us. We have always been doing mistakes of, correlating an assembly election to a Lok Sabha election. India from 2014 has started behaving differently. What I mean by that is they have seen two elections separately. Earlier on, a municipal election and assembly Lok Sabha election were seen separately. Municipal election would be won by one particular party. Lok Sabha assembly elections would be won by a different party. That is how it was. Now, India is viewing everything differently. Municipal elections are viewed differently, assembly elections are viewed differently, and Lok Sabha elections are viewed differently. The fact remains that I would not give any impetus on what is happening currently in Karnataka to what could happen in the Lok Sabha in Karnataka election. Number one. Number two is if you are asking me whether BJP will have a dent in South India, I for one believe that BJP may have some minuscule but some dent in Kerala. I will tell you that is because somewhere down the line, I think the BJP strategy of communalization is working in Kerala, working to a certain extent. I will not say to a major extent, but to a certain extent. And one saw that in the Kerala story. The Kerala story, there were a lot of people in Kerala who were supporting Kerala story. Forget about people from other states and other places. So the fact remains that means the strategy is working. Now, whether that will translate into seats, chances are one doesn't know. I would still say one doesn't know. It won't make a major dent for sure. BJP won't come out as a huge party for sure. Tamil Nadu, BJP is not going to be seen as a big party. Tamil Nadu is still going to be what it is. BJP getting entry into Tamil Nadu is almost next to impossible. So that's the way I see it. And as far as North is concerned, well, it is anybody's guess. One still needs to figure out what's going to happen there. So that's what I think.
Well, we also have with us General Secretary of MPCC, Sachin Sawant sir. Sachin sir, first of all, congratulations and welcome to
Thank you
HW
so much.
News. Congress Party has won Karnataka and won single-handedly. How do you feel, first of all?
Definitely, I think we were expecting that this is going to happen because people had already decided, a year back that they are going to outvote Bharatiya Janata Party because the real face of Bharatiya Janata Party, has been visible. I think people have started recognizing the real face of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and because of which, after realizing that the BJP is going to be defeated, they had started working on a different strategy. They started doing things which would, somewhat polarize the masses on the basis of religious, misinformation. You can say the dangas in Hubli, and then after even that desperation was started creeping up in the statements of Bharatiya Janata Party leaders. Even Modi ji also started, giving statements like, the Bajrang Bali and Bajrang Dal. How could we, connect those two issues together? Only BJP leaders could know, but people did not fall for that particular narrative, and I think the narrative of polarization has been defeated of Bharatiya Janata Party.
Well, Sachinji, who will you credit this victory to? Will it be Rahul Gandhi or will it be the local leaders who led the campaign?
I think Congress Party works on a different phenomena. We work on democratic principles. Definitely, we work as a team. Rahul Gandhi ji, led that particular force when he started that Bharat Jodo Yatra, and there was an overwhelming response from the masses. And then after it succeeded in bringing all the leadership together, so they left all their differences behind and came together, and winning this particular election was the main agenda, and the strategy worked. I think the Rahul Gandhi's leadership is basically based on teamwork. Unlike Modi ji, if you could see the campaign of Bharatiya Janata Party, we were seeing Modi ji only going for roadshows alone. There wasn't any local leadership visible along with him. So the entire emphasis was on Narendra Modi, whereas we worked together. I think that worked for the Congress party.
Sachinji, can I ask you a question? Sachinji, this is Sujit Nar. I wanted to ask you a question. One of the highlights of Karnataka win, as far the way I see it, was the coordination between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar. Fantastic coordination. We all know that there were internal issues. They had their own problem. There were leadership issues, all of that. But in front of the people and in election, it just didn't show. Brilliantly coordinated. Can this happen in Rajasthan?
See, I think as far as the response from the masses is concerned in Rajasthan, we are going to come back. And that is what, the history of Rajasthan, political history of Rajasthan is going to be having a different turn. That is what we believe. And even in Chhattisgarh as well. Definitely differences of opinion are there. That needs to be sorted out. I think the Congress party till now has been successful in doing that. Probably in a different sense, you won't understand. I won't be able to understand that. But I think it's working. And the result matters. It depends. We were successful in bringing this all this leadership together in Karnataka. Same thing will happen when the election comes in Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh and every other places.
Sir, you walked with Rahul Gandhi during the yatra. You walked with him, and did you when you saw the crowd? And I thought you walked in Karnataka, right, Tarun?
I did, for one day. For a day, I had gone over there.
Yeah, Sachinji, I was also talking. There is one more gentleman called Tarun Chauhan who also walked with Rahul Gandhi. So you walked, both of you all walked. And then the question is to both of you all. Did you all feel when you all were walking that the crowd is kind of now moving towards Congress? Did you see the difference? Did you feel that there is a wind in place?
Should I respond?
Yeah, Tarun, please.
So I walked in Hyderabad, not in Karnataka.
You walked it? Okay.
Yeah, I walked in Hyderabad. I walked on 2nd of June, I think. I don't remember the date. Yeah, it was fabulous. We walked in the morning. I think we walked from 7 to I walked the second leg of the walk in the morning. He's got legs he's divided the walk into sections. So I walked the second section, about 10, 11 kilometers. It was unbelievable. I mean, you don't see things like that in a lifetime. It's very rarely you see things like that in a lifetime. He had the energy there. He spoke to my daughter at length. It was a very, unbelievable experience. And Sujit, I think the Bharat Jodo Yatra did to Congress, which nothing could have done. Congress was a dead and gone party. People had lost faith in itself. They were doubting themselves. They had lost belief that they could win. And that at the core is very important. Bharat Jodo Yatra gave them the faith that they can win back. The cadre came back, the leaders came back, the leaders also walked. I think a lot of leaders walked. In Hyderabad, I saw a lot of them walking. So it's a very good thing. It's a fabulously good thing. I don't think so you can, by any standard, undermine it in any way. Especially Hyderabad. You have no idea. I walked on 2nd on the outskirts of Hyderabad, which is Balnagar. I believe the previous day, he walked in Old City. He walked through Charminar. Next day, the SPG guys were telling me most of them were injured because the crowd was so much. It was an unbelievable crowd. And all my friends in Hyderabad went for the event. And I'm talking of good premium guys who all went for the event. They all walked. They couldn't get close to him, but they all walked. So I think it's a big thing. And I think it's, in my view, a landmark event, a landmark moment in the Indian history. And it will deliver fabulous outputs. This is only the beginning. I don't think so you can shortchange it even for a minute.
Sure. Aarti, with your permission, can I ask one more question to Sachinji?
Yes.
And Sachinji, I want to ask you a strategic question. You see, there is certainly a shift from communalism. India is rejecting communalism, especially the South. I would say Maharashtra downwards has slowly started rejecting communalism. They have started rejecting coercion of IT, ED, central agencies. What is your take on this? Has Congress taken cognizance to this?
Definitely. See, the thing is, if you see the election of Karnataka, the Bharatiya Janata Party, the main thrust was to intimidate the opposition. and that has been visible for quite a long time. The raids on DK Shivakumarji's hotel as well as other premises, the ED, CBI working over there. No, it's like it's happening all over the country, but it was visible in Karnataka as well. It is visible now in Maharashtra as well. So the politics of intimidation and the politics of coercion is definitely, has been the strategy of Bharatiya Janata Party and Modi government, essentially. I think people have started realizing this, why this is happening. Why they want to muzzle the voices of opposition, because they want to, win every election with this particular strategy. People are now becoming fed up, and it starts this particular thing in the counter narrative which is being built up has started from Kanyakumari. I think it will reach the entire country, just like how the response started multiplying itself in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. I think in other elections, because this year is going to be the year of state elections. The Karnataka has started this narrative. I think other states also will follow, because that is going to set the agenda for the Lok Sabha election. This is the year of Lok Sabha election. So I think it is going to have the kind of reflection that we feel in national elections as well.
Sachinji, another very interesting aspect of this election
Can I say something?
was... please,
Sujit, can I say something? I don't think this is not about South, okay? I think it's being unfair to the rest of the country. It's not accepted in Rajasthan. It's not accepted in Punjab. It's not fully accepted in Maharashtra. It's not accepted in Chhattisgarh. So just, isolating South, saying BJP ka philosophy is not being accepted is, I think, slightly incorrect. Except UP now, Delhi, there's no BJP. Haryana and UP is where they are, and Gujarat.
Fair point. Correct. Fair point. Sachinji, what you see in this election, what you see in Karnataka election, and broadly when you see it now, SC, ST, minorities have been like a rock of Gibraltar behind Congress. Fantastic numbers. Constituencies, whether you had SCs and STs, the Congress did phenomenally well. Now, how is this?
Sujit,
how is this based?
Question, because I to you because of this internet connection problem. Can you repeat your question?
I will repeat my question. You see, in Karnataka, what we are seeing is constituencies of SC, ST, and minorities. SC, ST especially, and minorities. Congress has done phenomenally well. I think bulk of the percentage has come, and bulk of the win has also come from this constituencies. Therefore, I am not saying that others have not contributed. Rural also has been a major contribution. Now, if you look at it from a demographic perspective, is Congress going to plan something specially? Is Congress going to consolidate this vote across the country? Because this is a fantastic lesson. It's a fantastic data to take it further.
So I think I believe that definitely as a whole, people are watching this particular election. What is happening in the country has also been vividly seen among masses. So, and if you try to have some kind of analogy with Karnataka, I think it would be unfair to Karnataka, because the thing is, Karnataka election is completely different. Because BJP would have the support from Lingayat community, majorly Lingayat community would vote for them, and apart from that, they would have some kind of support from other communities, and that was actually their winning strategy. That has been there since a long time. But I think in this particular election, all these sections of the society, may it be Lingayas and may it be Vokalingas, everywhere we are seeing that the support has been visible for the Congress party. So I really believe that segregating some kind of sections and converting it into a kind of a voter base is not going to work. I think the entire country is watching the kind of politics BJP is taking the country towards, or probably the centric idea which is being replaced. The constitutional mindset is being replaced by Hindutva. and that has been the strategy of RSS. And I think the entire section of the society is going to reject that. They may have gained some kind of support in Gujarat or as well as like Tarunji said in Uttar Pradesh. But I think the entire country is going to outvote BJP in 2024. That is what we believe, and that is what the base of Bharat Jodo Yatra was. To take the entire country together. Bharat Jodo has this particular meaning. Rather than concentrating on any section of the society, I think every section of the society has to come together and reject Bharatiya Janata Party's this nafrat wali rajniti.
Correct. So, Sachinji, for sections of society to come together, different political parties have to come together. I asked the question to both you gentlemen. So, what is the next strategy? How is the opposition unity happening? What are the steps that you people are taking to ensure that opposition unity happens?
Sujit ji, Nitish Kumar ji has been given this particular responsibility. You must be seeing him, roaming around the country, talking to opposition, making them believe this particular election can be fought on this particular ground to come together and fight the communal agenda, and that is the strategy. I think by 2024 you will see, before 2024, that all the parties they have differences of opinion, and that has been visible in Maharashtra as well. See, we have ideological differences with Shiv Sena, but still we got together. We came together, formed an alliance, leaving aside our this thing and making the basic agenda to save democracy. I think people are understanding this. All the political leaders are also understanding this. And Nitish Kumar ji is meeting people. I think Congress Party is for that, for the opposition unity.
Tarun, do you think this opposition unity is going to strategically actually weave in? Will this happen?
See, Sachin ji is from the political world. I am not from the political world. Okay, he is best positioned to answer this question. But at an extremely strategic level, in most states, it's going to be a Congress-BJP war, except in maybe UP and maybe Bihar. The rest is all going to be like Karnataka. It's going to be a one-to-one battle with a regional party jumping around. It won't be like the way you're saying. All these guys will have to get aligned. They have no option. There is either this philosophy or that philosophy. There is no third philosophy. So it's going to be a Congress-BJP show in 24, yeah.
That is great. Aarti, I hand it over to you. Thank you so much for
Tarun sir. Yes, Tarun sir mentioned here, and I think it's a very important anecdote also. It is generally said that Congress does not perform well when it is in direct fight with the Bharatiya Janata Party. But I think this particular election and the election of Himachal Pradesh, previous election, proved that Congress can fight Bharatiya Janata Party in one-on-one battle and also win it. Given that their campaign is coherent, their campaign is well coordinated, and everything that the Congress party does, they get it right. What do you think, Tarun sir?
If you look at any election, whether you look at UP, where they won, BJP won 300 seats, you actually look at the data. Most of the seats Congress lost by 300,000, 2,000, 3,000 votes. It's because there is some regional players playing dirty. If that can be fixed, then there shouldn't be a problem. They just need to sit and plan better. They must figure out where the leakages are. And I think DK did that. DK sat and ensured there were no leakages.
Sujit sir.
I think I kind of agree to Tarun, but the fact remains that I think weaving these parties together will be a far, far bigger job. It is not going to be an easy job. And that requires a lot of inputs, lot of strategies, lot of middlemen, lot of fantastic weavers. You see, that's what's required. See, ideally, Sharad Pawar would have been, the kind of person who can really bring about absolute unity. So, you require that kind of inputs.
But
I don't think it is going to be that.
Kharge is doing it.
No, Kharge could be doing it, Tarun, but I don't know whether he can do it with the ease of what Pawar can do. Sachinji can throw light on this. What do you think, Sachinji?
I think every leader is important. Every party has its own strength. In Maharashtra, NCP also has its own strength. So every leadership is important, and that is why You can see it is the opposition unity is visible in parliament as well. Most of the MPs are coming together and they are opposing Bharatiya Janata Party before the Gandhiji statue, and that has been the picture since last 1 year. And Kharge ji is leading this particular unity strategy in parliament as well, being the leader of Rajya Sabha. He calls everybody, talks to each and every party's leadership, and try to find out a common minimum program or agenda to oppose Bharatiya Janata Party, because BJP is not letting them speak in the parliament. And every party who is opposing Bharatiya Janata Party is facing the hit. They understand the importance of coming together. I believe that even Mamata Banerjee's party also recognizes this. The other parties, who are opposing Bharatiya Janata Party, they don't understand that.
Can I ask you a question? Will AAP and Congress ever come together?
I think
I'm asking you a very candid question. This is not a political question. I'm just taking the advantage of having you in the show. So I just ask you this question. Will you guys ever come together?
By December this year, the entire picture will be very much clear. I think we should leave to that particular thing. We are trying to have a common minimum agenda, common minimum program for every party to come together. Let us see. Our leadership is trying.
Aarti.
Well, definitely. I think this is the moment of the Congress party today. सोनू जी, जाने से पहले अभी इस वक्त के क्या अपडेट है?
इस वक्त के अगर मैं अपडेट की बात करूं तो कांग्रेस जो है वो लीड हासिल के साथ जीत हासिल कर रही है। सिर्फ लीड हासिल नहीं हो रही है, और कांग्रेस जो है वो बहुमत के साथ अपनी सरकार बना रही है। अब नंबर जो फाइनल हो, कुछ भी हो, कांग्रेस ने वो एज पा लिया है। कांग्रेस ने अपनी सरकार यहाँ पर बना ली है। अब कांग्रेस को ये तय करना है कि कांग्रेस आगे किस तरह से अपनी स्ट्रेटेजी जो है वो अपनाएगी। कांग्रेस लगभग 128 के आसपास सीटों पर आगे चल रही है, तो ये कांग्रेस के लिए एक अच्छी बात है। और अभी नतीजे जो है वो आते जाएंगे। चुनाव आयोग की वेबसाइट के अनुसार अगर मैं बात करूं तो 136 सीटों पर इस वक्त लीड लेकर कांग्रेस आगे चल रही है। 10 सीट के नतीजे आ चुके हैं जिसमें जीत हासिल हो चुकी है, और 126 पर अभी जो है काउंटिंग चल रही है। और ये जो 126 है, इन सब जगह पर कांग्रेस आगे है। बीजेपी की हम बात करें तो बीजेपी के पास टोटल जो है 64 सीटें, 64 सीट्स जाती हुई नजर आ रही है, जिसमें से 4 सीटों के रिजल्ट्स आ चुके हैं और 60 सीटों पर बीजेपी जो है वो आगे चल रही है। जेडीएस टोटल 20 सीट उनके खाते में आ रही है, उनमें से भी एक ही सीट पर जीत हासिल हुई है और 19 सीटों पर वो इस वक्त लीड बनाकर आगे चल रहे हैं। तो पिक्चर साफ हो चुकी है, अब कुछ बचा नहीं है। कांग्रेस के लिए आज का दिन जो है वो जश्न का दिन है। बीजेपी के लिए आज का दिन जो है वो आत्मचिंतन करने का दिन है, क्योंकि इस कर्नाटक चुनाव को हमें अभी की तैयारी से नहीं देखना चाहिए, बल्कि हम पिछले जो उत्तर प्रदेश के चुनाव हुए थे उस वक्त से देखना चाहिए। कर्नाटक को पूरा का पूरा कम्युनल रूप देने की कोशिश की गई थी। उत्तर प्रदेश का जब चुनाव चल रहा था तब उस वक्त हिजाब का मामला सामने आया। उस हिजाब के मामले को इस तरह से बीजेपी ने उठाया था कि उसका फायदा बीजेपी को उत्तर प्रदेश में हो गया, उत्तर प्रदेश में जीत हासिल हो गई। लेकिन उन्हें ये नहीं पता था कि इस तरह का कम्युनल मुद्दा जो है वो कर्नाटक जैसे स्टेट में नहीं चल पाएगा। तो आज जो बीजेपी है, आज जो बीजेपी कर रही है, उसका असर बीजेपी को आने वाले अगले चुनाव में जरूर होने वाला है। तो बीजेपी को जो है आत्मचिंतन करने की बेहद ज्यादा जरूरत है। और हम अगर हमारे पूरे देश का अगर पिक्चर की बात हम कर लें तो आज हम देखते हैं तो बीजेपी की जो सरकारें हैं वो नॉर्थ इंडिया में भी, गिने चुने स्टेट्स में भी सरकारें दिखाई दे रही है। कुछ जगहों पर अलायंस के साथ है और कुछ जगहों पर जैसे कि गुजरात, हरियाणा, गुजरात हो गया, इसके अलावा उत्तराखंड हो गया और अरुणाचल प्रदेश हो गया। यहाँ पर देखा जाए तो यहाँ पर इनकी सरकार जो है वो अकेले अपने दम पर है। बाकी अगर हम देख ले तो एक मेजोरिटी ऑफ स्टेट जो है वहां पर रीजनल पार्टीज जो है वो अपनी पकड़ बनाकर बैठी हुई है। तो बीजेपी के लिए जो आने वाला जो वक्त होगा ये काफी ज्यादा चुनौतीपूर्वक होगा। हालांकि बीजेपी जो है क्या प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के नाम पर वोट लेने जाएगी या फिर बीजेपी जो है पार्टी के नाम पर वोट लेने जाएगी, तो ये सारी चीजें अब बीजेपी के सामने है। आपको चिंतन करने की जरूरत
सोनू,
है।
मुझे नहीं लगता है बीजेपी के पास नरेंद्र मोदी के सिवा और कोई प्रोपोजिशन है। वो इट इज अ सिंगल प्रोपोजिशन, वन प्रोपोजिशन पार्टी है वो, क्योंकि अगर इफ इट देयर इज नो नरेंद्र मोदी देयर इज नो बीजेपी। जहां जहां नरेंद्र मोदी का चला है वहां मोदी वहां इलेक्शन जीता है, जहां जहां नरेंद्र मोदी नहीं चला वहां इलेक्शन हार गई है। सो आई डोंट थिंक दे हैव एन अदर प्रोपोजिशन, बट द पॉइंट यू रेज वाज वेरी वैलिड। आपने जो बोला वो बहुत सही है। जो हिजाब यूज किया था उत्तर प्रदेश के बेनिफिट के लिए, वो हिजाब उनको कर्नाटका में उनको दैट दे हैड टू पे द प्राइस फॉर इट। सो आई थिंक दैट्स अ वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट, दैट्स अ वेरी वैलिड पॉइंट यू मेड।
आरती,
Well, I guess that's it for this particular show. Thank you so much all for joining in. Just one last, on a very lighter note, today a lot of people are talking about it on the internet. So I thought we should also add this. Not only BJP, but after this result, another one who is facing loss is also the resort owners, because normally after Karnataka election, we see there is a lot of people going to resorts. So even the resort owners are facing loss today, but that's a fun part of it, on a very lighter note. But thank you so much for joining in. We will catch up in the evening as well. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to HW News.
Thank you.